Good morning, and welcome to Charles Travels, the podcast where we explore the hidden gems of America and beyond. I'm your host, Charles, and I'm delighted to share with you a fascinating story from the charming town of Terrassa in northeastern Catalonia, Spain. As the autumn leaves begin to fall and the crisp air carries the scent of wood smoke, many of us are looking forward to the spooky delights of Halloween. But in Terrassa, a unique measure has been taken to protect some of the town's most vulnerable creatures, its black cats. The local animal welfare service has temporarily banned the adoption of these beautiful felines from October 6th to November 10th in an effort to prevent them from being used as props, or worse, in sinister rituals. As I imagine the cobblestone streets of Terrassa, lined with ancient buildings and quaint shops, I'm reminded of the rich cultural heritage that surrounds us. In Western culture, black cats are often associated with bad luck and witchcraft, but in other parts of the world, such as Japan and Egypt, they're revered as symbols of prosperity and good fortune. The town's deputy mayor, Noel Duque, explained that while there have been no reported incidents of cruelty towards black cats in Terrassa, the decision to ban adoptions was made as a precautionary measure, following warnings from animal welfare groups. It's a heartening example of a community coming together to protect its most vulnerable members. As we explore this story, I'm struck by the connections between people and their environment. The town of Terrassa is home to over 9,800 cats, with around 100 felines residing in the local adoption center, 12 of which are black. It's a remarkable example of how our actions can impact the lives of those around us, including the creatures that share our spaces. As we approach Halloween, it's a timely reminder of the importance of compassion and responsible pet ownership. The town's measure may be temporary, but it highlights the need for us to be mindful of the welfare of all animals, particularly during times of celebration or tradition. We'll be right back with more fascinating travel adventures on Charles Travels. Welcome back to Charles Travels. As we continue our journey through the wonders of the natural world, I'd like to take you on a celestial adventure. Tonight, and for the next few nights, the sky will be painted with the streaks of shooting stars, courtesy of the Orionid meteor shower. This spectacular event is a result of the Earth passing through the debris trail left behind by Halley's comet. As our planet encounters these tiny fragments, they burn up in the atmosphere, creating the illusion of stars falling from the sky. The Orionids are one of two major meteor showers caused by remnants from this famous comet, and this year, we're in for a treat. With the arrival of a new moon, the sky will be at its darkest, providing an ideal backdrop for witnessing this celestial display. The lack of moonlight interference means that even the fainter meteors will be visible to the naked eye, making it a rare and exciting opportunity for stargazers. To make the most of this experience, find yourself a dark location with minimal light pollution. Give your eyes about 20 minutes to adjust to the darkness and then look towards the constellation Orion, from which the meteor shower gets its name. You don't need any special equipment, just a clear view of the sky and a bit of patience. As you gaze up at the stars, remember that you're witnessing the remnants of a comet that has been traveling through our solar system for millions of years. Halley's Comet is one of the most famous comets in history, and its debris trail has been responsible for some of the most spectacular meteor showers on record. So, take a moment to step outside, look up at the sky, and appreciate the beauty of this celestial event. The Orionid meteor shower is a reminder of the awe-inspiring wonders that await us in the vast expanse of space. Stay tuned for our final story of the day, right here on Charles Travels. We'll be exploring more of the natural world's secrets and marvels, so be sure to stay with us as we continue our journey through the fascinating stories that make our world such a wonderful place to explore. Welcome back to Charles Travels. As we conclude our journey today, I want to take you to a place where the love of reading and the freedom of expression are being challenged. You see, my friends, there's a growing trend in the United States where conservative groups and politicians are pushing to ban books that feature themes such as LGBTQ lifestyles and race relations from school libraries and public bookshelves. As I traveled through the world of literature, I met with authors, publishers, and rights groups who are resisting these efforts. They're fighting for the right to read, to write, and to express themselves freely. The American Library Association reports that in 2020, just under 300 titles faced challenges, demands to restrict access to them or remove them entirely, across the United States. But by 2023, that number had surged to over 9,000. I spoke with John Yaget, the CEO of Macmillan Publishers, whose books are among those being targeted. He told me, "This is just the most recent instance of hate demonstrating itself in culture." It's a sentiment echoed by many in the literary world who see these book bans as a form of censorship. As I delved deeper into this story, I discovered that conservative groups and politicians often pressure school boards for book bans, citing concerns about obscenity or inappropriate material. But authors and advocates argue that these books are essential for children to understand and navigate the complexities of the world around them. Lawrence Schimmel, a U.S. author whose books feature children with same-sex parents, told me, "It helps them to be accepting of other people's diversity." He believes that it's crucial for kids to see themselves reflected in literature, and that these books can help break down barriers and foster empathy. Despite the challenges, publishers like Macmillan, Penguin Random House, and HarperCollins are fighting back against book bans. They're lodging legal challenges and advocating for the freedom to read and write. As John Yaget said, "As long as there have been books, there have been people trying to ban books, and they haven't won as long as we keep up the fight." As I conclude this story, I'm reminded of the power of literature to inspire, to educate, and to challenge our assumptions. The freedom to read and write is a fundamental human right, and it's essential that we protect it. That's all for today's Charles Travels. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, keep on traveling.